Hey amigos y familias, Gabriel right here, and on this video I'm gonna be going over the absolute essential things you need to start learning how to play the guitar. This should be budget friendly, so if you're just starting off and you don't want to break the bank, this is the video you definitely want to see. There's not gonna be any fluff, no extra stuff, just things to get things done. Overall, I'm gonna be saying my reasoning for certain things, and at the end you guys could choose whatever it is you guys want to invest in. So let's string along to it. To learn guitar, what do you need a guitar? Yeah, you're gonna need a guitar. Exactly, so you're either stuck with an acoustic or an electric type of guitar. There's really no wrong or right answer right there, but I would say go with an acoustic. An acoustic nylon string guitar tends to be a little easier on your fingers, and it can be less demotivating, or you won't get dismotivated as easily, in my opinion. But again, I'll say there's no right or wrong answer. There's people starting off with electric or metal string and they're just having the time of their life, and it's great. Now, I'm not gonna get into specifics how to choose a guitar or which way to go necessarily, but I will say depending where your thinking is at, you know, it depends how much you're gonna invest on your guitar. If you're somebody that's just wanting to try it out, I would suggest you get a cheaper guitar or something like $100 or less. I mean, there's stuff in Amazon you can start off with. That stuff to begin with is not that bad, I guess, for a beginner. But if you're really motivated, you know you're gonna be doing this, you know you're gonna be committed, then I suggest something more around $200-300 or so. Here's my explanation. If you're not sure if you're gonna fully commit on this and you get an expensive guitar, well, you just invested all that money just for a guitar to collect dust. So that's why I say make sure you're fully invested on this, because then it's gonna be a little harder to get your money back if you're gonna sell it off or something. Compared to a $50 or $100 guitar, it'll be a lot easier to get rid of and you get most of your money back. So there's that. Some people actually find friends that have guitars or let them borrow them, or they join a jam session or whatever. Try it out with a friend first and see if you're really gonna be investing all this time into learning. The reason you wanna get a $200-300 one or a good mid-sized range guitar is because you want something you wanna be able to grow into. If you get a cheaper guitar, you're gonna find yourself pretty fast wanting to upgrade, especially if you're fully invested and you've been learning real quick. I give you probably like 3, maybe 4, 5 months, depending how much you practice, by the time you really want to get another guitar. And it's gonna happen. You're eventually gonna start collecting guitars, and it's gonna happen sooner or later. So yeah, but again, I can't stress that enough. Make sure you're gonna be invested on this, because the last thing you want is to blow all your money on something big or something, you know, expensive, and it's just there collecting dust. Before I forget, guys, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give me one of those likes. Why not, if you like this video. Moving along, next on the list is definitely picks or plectrums. These are the things that you use to strum the guitar. Now, the cool thing about picks is that they're relatively not expensive, and you can even get a value pack or variety pack for not that much money. For a beginner, I say just start in the middle, go for a regular size pick and regular thickness kind of pick. You can find these everywhere. Dude, today is just not the day, I'm telling you. And continuing again. LA, I'm telling you. And that's pretty much absolutely everything you need to start to learn how to play guitar. And that's on a budget in reality. And I know what you might be thinking, well, isn't there other things I should probably get? Like maybe a tuner? Tuners are great and all. They're like 20 bucks, they're not that expensive. And the good, decent, low end, I'll say is $15 or so. I'll leave some examples right here. But as well, you do have access to a tuner through your phone, which is cool. There's some free apps right here, and that's all you need. I personally use Guitar Tuner. I just happened to bump into it, and it's been great. The cool thing about this, though, is that it also tests you to see if you know your chords, and it listens to you playing. If you're off just by a little bit, no, it won't give you the point. But there are other apps for free that you could get. that tunes your guitar. So that's why I say you don't need to buy it. I will say though, if you find yourself out and about and your phone cannot hear your guitar, yeah, might as well get a tuner. The ones I would recommend are the ones that attach to your guitar. Main reason is that they do not need to hear the guitar. They just need to feel the vibrations and tell you if you're off or not. The ones I really recommend are the Snark and the Dario ones. I'll link them down below. Those tend to pick up vibrations pretty good, and it's great to have when you're in band practice or with a group of people like that. Your tuner only hears your guitar. What about a case? Cases are cool and all, but depends. Again, you're just starting off, you're just learning, right? You have to ask yourself, where are you gonna be learning the guitar? Are you just gonna be in your room? Are you gonna take it to school, walking around about with it? Are you gonna be taking it to the park, jam session at the beach? Now, if you're just gonna be starting off, I say you don't, because chances are you're not gonna be taking that thing everywhere. But I will say, if you do find yourself moving along pretty fast and you just want to take it out of school or just jam out with people, get a soft case. A soft case with the style of backpack straps, that'd be great. They go around $60 to $80 or so, not that much. But again, do you absolutely need it to start? No, you don't. The hard cases are gonna be a little more expensive, but they will give more protection and all, but I will say that the soft cases do just fine. And even then, with the soft case and the backpack straps, you have 2 free hands instead of the hard case with the briefcase style of handle. You're only gonna have 1 free hand, and it can be a bit too much, so keep that in mind. If anything, wouldn't I need a book? Maybe. Well, yeah, a book would be ideal to start off with, sure, but do you really absolutely need it to start? Maybe. There is the internet after all. I mean, you could just YouTube most of these things already. To start off, you know, you could YouTube anything, guitar for beginners. There's plenty of people that actually have big YouTube channels now that actually just started teaching themselves through YouTube videos. It's pretty interesting. So there's no really need for a book. Now the cool thing is, books don't tend to be that expensive. There is some for like 15, 10, 20 bucks the most, if anything. Most teachers that I talk to have recommended Hal Leonard Books. I'll link those down in the description. Definitely check it out, and it's a great place to start, I'll say. But again, do you really need it? No, you got the internet. I mean, it's up to you. You could try it out, and then if you don't start getting things, yeah, just go for the book. 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Also guys, if you guys could comment down below and let me know what was your first setup. I'm interested to see what is it that you guys are using or started off with. It's always cool to see where you started from and then where you're ending at, or even if you're still using the same thing, and then that's still okay. But yeah, let me know, comment down below. So yeah, in reality, you just need a pick and a guitar to start learning how to play. As a beginner, what you're trying to focus on is really getting used to holding your guitar, strumming, gripping the fretboard, and learning the terminology and theory that goes along with the guitar. Picks are relatively cheap. Tuners, there's plenty of apps that are free. You don't really need to buy one. The case, I would say you don't really need it to start off with. Unless you're gonna be out and about and not just staying in your room learning, yeah, get a case. Books, there's the internet after all. There's a lot of free information out there, you just need to look for it. A book will be making things a little simpler in a sense, because you tend to go level by level and you have a structure and a plan. So you can do that, but do you absolutely need it to start off with? No, there's a lot of info in the internet. Blah, blah, blah. In the internet. Yeah, that just happened. That's gonna do it for this time, guys. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys on the next one.